Howdy. Take two. I pushed the wrong button, so I have to start all over again. Anyway, Mountainwater. Francesco Zanna took the original picture, and I don't know where I found it, probably on Google Earth, but I thought, since there is so much clouds and stuff going on, I just draw the lightning strikes which created the mountains. This is how they got created. We might also have to touch the theme issue, or however you want to call it, about wide rivers. Since we are heading towards the French Alps, in which quite likely Montmort also locates, I don't know. I don't remember where Montmort is. But anyway, let's go to check some earthquakes. Let's dive straight into the region of Albertville, which is in the French Alps. And there is quite some activity going on since an extended amount of time. 2 or 3 weeks. It's still ongoing. 8 user reports. There is not too much, since I already made a video about these just before, until I pushed the wrong button. Just feeling something moving. I was supposed that was a closing door, but very strongly. Very weak shake, heard a rumble, as if a heavy vehicle had driven past. Senti una grosse vibration. Passage d'un gros camion. Le verre suspendus. Suspendu. Se sont entrechoqués. Passage d'un gros camion. This means that there has been... It sounded like a big truck. Basically the same thing as like this other reporter reported. And there is quite some action going on. Now it finally loaded. We have now 7 days of earthquake activity. And here in the middle, if you watch closely, you can see we have some orange quakes, which are the deeper ones. First we have red, then we have orange, 15 kilometers, very interesting. 13 kilometers. That's a red one, 15. Yeah, there, 15 is the border of where they change color. So sometimes 14 kilometers. Or maybe I just saw it wrongly. But here, for example, orange, red. 5 kilometers, the red one. 14, the orange one. So we might have to check this region out on Google Earth. I did it already once, and I thought that I have to share this because it's very interesting. And I have been in Pulpi, Spain also. I probably have to show you that too. But let's go first to Les Menures, Les Bellevilles, France, where the quakes are. So now this is the region. Obviously you can see from the roads it's a rather steep environment. And I would say this is a white river. White rocks, white gravel, turquoise colored water, which I think is related to gypsum. And then there was this picture. This might be a peat pond, and I think water is coming in here. There is nothing growing there, so the water is moving too much. Is this a crater which fluctuates? Now it's here, sometimes it is here, and sometimes it's as much as here. Maybe sometimes it just flows down the hill, if there's even more water. yeah, a symbol of the Venus. But yeah, it could also be that they are really representing this Steinbock or whatever animal it's called in English. Now here we can see that. Yeah, that's also a way to make a roof. We have the two pillars, and also we have in the background very nice tetrahedrons stacked on beside each other, glued together. And now they are a mountain. No, they're not glued, they're fused together. Like, what is it? Welded. And in those places where the energy wasn't sufficient enough, it didn't really fuse together, so it stayed as a gravel mountain. And then we have these kind of things here. Yeah, this would be a place to ride a bike. Maybe not. And I don't know exactly where this small lake is, what we saw before, but there are many of those. That's not it, that's a different one. But it has features, let's say like that. These are just shadows. And here we have a very nice distinct layering of sediments, which are obviously made out of different things, because we can see about the growth of the plants. In some places there is nothing growing, and in some places it's thriving. Here are some lakes. Yeah, how this rock there in the middle can be there, according to common science. Here we have some mud flow. They built a street through it. But it didn't make it really far. Let's see where it's originated. Where do we have the origin of that? It is not necessarily possible to determine where it's coming from. But I would say that's a region where it might have started. And that's also a very interesting feature. A bulge in the mountain, which could indicate that there is something going on beneath the surface, pushing upwards. This might be a chopper or something. No, that's not a chopper, that's something else. But I just follow this also to the top. That's an interesting feature here. Somehow it doesn't seem that it has been dug out by an excavator or something. But yeah, I could spend hours here. But let's go to this other place. Pulpi, Spain. I got provided by Google, I guess, algorithms with the knowledge about this existing. It's obviously the world's largest geoid, but we have to check out for the place where it is in order to get some more pictures. La Geoda del Pulpi. Wikipedia. Pulpi geode. The Pulpi geode is a giant geode found in Spain near the town of Pulpi by Javier García Gunea in the Grupo Mineralogista de Madrid in December 1999. The geode is one of the larger documented geodes in the world to date. It occupies a space of 10.7 cubic meters, 8 meter long and 1.8 meter wide and 1.7 meter high. It is located at a depth of 50 meters in the Pilar de Yaravia lead mine. Yeah, this might be a place to work. In the Sierra de Alguyulon, in the municipality of Pulpi, coinciding with the sea level 3 kilometers from the coast. It has a funnel shape, with the narrowest part being L-shaped. It is notable on a worldwide scale for both its size and transparency and perfection of the selenite gypsum crystals lining in the interior, which reach up to 2 meters in length, with a 0.5 being the average. So now let's go back to Google Earth, because there might be some pictures still about that thing, which is quite amazing. That's massive. Yeah, you better don't fall if you walk around there. They might be sharp. This might be some old mining operation sites. Yeah, it's at the coast. Whoa, what a rail, check it out. Yeah, this might be either some ancient sites or... yeah, probably they are. I don't know. They don't tell us. And I won't make a research into that now. Interesting looking. One of the world's biggest geoid. And a really nice wall ride spot. Yeah, poor horses. There is actually something going on in Marmolada Glacier. Let's search it quickly. Marmolada. You remember where we had this flood and people died? In the Italian Dolomites. Marmolada. Museo Marmolada Great War, 3,000 meters. No. But anyway, there has been this glacier. They were talking about the collapse. I don't think it was a collapse in the way they think it is a collapse. I think it was more an outburst of water, which got made possible through the immense heat. So the ice was somehow weak, and if there was a pulse of water, it just broke through. And now there is some news that there is even a much bigger crack in the glacier. What's that thing? This might be a glitch in the Google Earth matrix. No, this cannot look like that. Maybe I'll check it out once then, but let's see if I find some news about this glacier. Yeah, it's still loading. I don't know what's going on. Algorithms kicked in. Powdal. Shocking. Drone view 6 days ago. Maybe we have to check this out. Now there's a commercial as well. Now we have a very bad internet connection. So that's obviously the new crack that I discovered, which is massive. Really interesting. And this somehow correlates very well with other things I've been talking about. I found by myself on top of glaciers, those molten parts and all these kind of things. Sorry, I have to go back quickly. What's that? Oh, there is such a thing, which goes perpendicular. Yeah, maybe I see ghosts, but to me, this looks like it would have been put on top of the glacier from the side. I don't know. Possible or not. It's just like how it looks to me. There's another one. The other one might be just a crack, the one on the right. But that's very interesting, and it's a different color. So there's something going on. You know, this is white. And that's what it is. Gray. Very distinct. Which is very interesting. What is going on there? Somehow you would assume if it's just melting, it would melt all the way the similar, like according to the height and the heat, but it would be smooth. But somehow it isn't at all. So we might be just watching a lava stream made out of water moving forwards. But anyway, I will leave it here. Geoid's Albertville and the Glacier. Thanks.